Dinosaurus was made with kaiju, if anybody remembers that movie, you'd get the demons rise again. One day, a construction team is seen doing what they usually do when they stumble across what appears to be an ancient time capsule. When they find that 2 more capsules have been found inside the main one, a team of scientists take a blue capsule away for analysis, while a red capsule is accidentally taken to a landfill. After deciphering a message that was left behind in the big capsule, the Science Patrol learns that the remains of 2 monsters were stored inside by an ancient civilization who were not meant to be released. Only for them to be released anyways, by mistake. Okay, maybe not exactly like Dinosaurus, and thankfully not as corny, but the concept of 2 monsters being released from suspended animation is still a pretty fresh concept for its time. And unlike Cry of the Mummy, which also uses this concept, of the 2, I kinda like this one a little bit more. Characterization-wise, this one's so-so. Dr. Fukuyama is an Aomoto stand-in, and the other scientists here are also pretty forgettable. One thing I do have to question though is why didn't the civilization who imprisoned the monsters explain how they seal them up in case of an emergency? A warning is nice and all, but wouldn't it have been much more convenient? Effects are also pretty lousy too. Most of them are either blue screened on, or whatever the 60s equivalent to green screening is, or just handled rather lazily, though I do have to spotlight a few key elements, such as the episode featuring one of the earliest, if not the first, beam battle between kaiju, one of the monsters' death being executed, and the location of the climax being in a stadium, which are all pretty out of the ordinary for a kaiju battle. And lastly, the demons themselves. Banila and Ouroboros are both great monsters, but only when you pair them together, because they both have traits that balance out each other's flaws, like a yin and yang deal, with Banila having a more original design but lacking in strength and other traits, and Ouroboros lacking an original design but making up for being a total juggernaut. Personally, I would have loved to have seen Ultraman fight them both, like the episode alluded that they would, but for what it's worth, this one's another okay episode.